Welcome back to Hotspot on Facebook Live and KUM TV8, everybody. I can hear from outside our Harmon studios. The rain continues, but that does not damper the spirit of Guam's creative community, of which there are a ton. And for one weekend only, you and me can watch Guam's first virtual dance concert. That is going to be held at the big screen at our friends at Tango Theaters, as the Made to Move film features some of the island's most awesome dancers and was a passion project and a tribute. And joining me now on the KUM couch, I have three gentlemen whose creativity, whose passion, and whose awesomeness basically put this together. We have the creative director for Project Inspire, Neil. Hafade, Neil.
Hafade, thank you for having us.
All right, Romeo is the director of the Guam dance community. Very good to see you, bro.
Hafade, you too, likewise.
Okay. All right, and way over there in Liguan Terrace, apparently, like way over far, is KUM's own Curtis. Now, he is our graphics director. You saw like a lot of his fine work during our election coverage. So Curtis is actually in the film.
Yes.
And is a professional dancer himself.
Professional, I'm not too sure about that one, but
well, you're very, very good, as are all three of you. So, so Neil, I'd like to start with you. Maybe just give us a little bit of context. What gave rise to this idea for the film, and why is it like a virtual dance?
So, Made to Move was a concept that began during the pandemic. Romeo had reached out to me last year before the summer began, and he was mentioning a lot of our local dancers were kind of itching to, you know, dance and
to do what they do.
To do what they do. And they didn't have an outlet at the time because, you know, we were all still kind of forced to social distance and keep our mask on. And so we figured out a way to have them showcase their dance moves, but doing it safely at the time. And so we, you know, we coordinated with all the different dance studios and organizations and clubs on the island, and they all created their own pieces, a lot of them ranging from just choreography pieces, but a lot of them also are story driven. You know, I know a lot of people are kind of curious what they're gonna come to see, and there's a lot of stories within the concert that talk about personal struggles like mental health, addiction, even dealing with the pandemic.
So this is, Neil, if I'm framing this correctly, this is not only a work of artistic expression and love of dance, it's also a documentary that chronicles a very specific moment in time.
This is very true. When we first created the concert, you know, we have two tributes within the concert to local dancers. One is for Noel Santos Jr., who we lost to cancer in 2018, and Dominic Cadiz, who we lost later on that year as well. And they were so prominent within the community about collaboration and bringing everyone together. And so we wanted to make sure that we highlighted them within this concert.
So Romeo, as a dance impresario, let's say, right, and very, very well earned, how was it to actually get into the mind of like the dancers to say, I know what you want to do. We're giving you a little bit of a framework. It might be like a little bit different, but you can nonetheless like still show, you know, your gift.
Yes, you know, that's a great question, because for the past few years, we built a relationship with the different teams, different studios, different companies to really come together and, you know, share this vision and share the love and passion for dance, and just, you know, really find that way to share it, but what Neil said, in a safe environment, safe way, and just get together, create ideas, create new opportunities for everyone, and just have fun and perform, and you know, be a part of this great and amazing, beautiful film that we hope that you all get to see.
Any pushback from the dancers, or were they just, any concerns or hesitation, or were they just like, we're all in, we believe in the concept?
There was definitely some hesitation, you know, because time is so precious that we had to really manage, and you know, throughout the past 2 years, planning, scheduling, you know, not everyone realizes all the hard work we did to put together on this film, and just even locations. So shout out to those who helped out with the locations, everyone that took the time, parents. Thank you so much, parents, for giving us the, you know, the chance to really share this opportunity with their kids, so they could see a brighter future of what dance and how we could do it together as a community, which is really important. And
the film and the project overall also serves as a very fitting tribute.
Oh yes.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Tribute.
So for the tribute, the reason it's called Made to Move was 5 years ago, you know, our friend Noel had contracted cancer, and our very own Straight Up Jed made a song to kind of lift his spirits up. And so that song is called Made to Move. And the inspiration behind it was, there was one day where our friends Justin and Jed were speaking to Noel on FaceTime. And Noel was in the hospital. He was going through chemo. And even though Noel couldn't really move, he was still kind of dancing. He was just dancing with his hands. And Justin was like, oh, it's because you're made to move. And just from that moment, Jed made a song for Noel. And for us, we wanted to make sure that the finale of this concert was a tribute to him and to Dom as well. And so we actually brought all the dancers from all the different pieces, and we shot about like 20 different dance numbers. And they all come together in the last finale, and that's why it's called Made to Move.
Okay, so I want to talk to Curtis in just a couple of moments, but I want to give you gentlemen a time to actually show the trailer about this film. So maybe Neil, just give us some context about like what the trailer kind of encapsulates as far as the spirit of the film.
So the trailer showcases all the 20 dance numbers that are shot around the island, and it's showcasing all the different genres, all the different styles, ages, ethnicities, you know, that we're all here to move. And yeah, it's I hope it says everything that it needs to say within that trailer, hopefully.
All right, so have a look at the trailer for Made to Move, this amazing production by these wonderfully talented gentlemen and the people behind it.
Somebody try to tell you to convince your mind to think different. I finna do all my clothes, do all my smiles, and count my days, the one against me. You entertain and then you own it for the
All right, gentlemen, absolutely amazing. And now that you've actually shared, you know, the spirit of your fallen colleague and your comrade, you know, and doing this to honor, you know, his gift, I mean, makes it so much more like impressive. I want to say, Neil, the cinematography is off the charts.
Thank you
I mean,
so much.
Beautiful. Some of the most iconic places like on Guam. I mean, you've got the skate park. You've got our camera guy Carlito was asking about. He's like, "Wait, what part was Curtis in?" And you said the old rocket ride, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Curtis, my colleague, my friend, how is it to actually be on the other side of the camera?
It was a really fun experience because it's something totally new. It's hasn't really been done before here, and yeah, it was a lot of practice. And I'm just glad that it was able to pull through, and that my group was able to be a part of it, because it really means a lot to all of us that we were all able to come together again to be a dance group.
Did Neil and Romeo give you any like specific direction, or did they basically say like, you know, you have X number of seconds to pull off like a dance number, and you know it can be at the following locations, or did they give you like a little bit of creative freedom to just, you know, again, you know, to do your thing?
Yeah, so basically what happened was we were given a time slot, and we had to base our set around that. And when it comes to location, we had to let them know beforehand where it would be to see if it would be good to go. And yeah.
Okay, Neil, I've noticed a lot of those pieces seem to be like around sundown. Which we here at KUM, we know, I mean, you know, normally we're on the air doing the news at that time, but we have shot some things like as the sun is just setting. unbelievably difficult. It's like, all right, everybody, we got one shot to get this right, or we got to come back tomorrow and redo it. Like, technically, what were some of the challenges of capturing those performances?
I mean, a lot of them had different challenges. Some of them, you know, with the Sundown one, there was one piece that they only had an hour to film. And so they didn't have any breaks. Some pieces took maybe like 2 or 3 days, like 12-hour shoots.
And if it rains, you got to do it over again.
And if it rains, yeah, that's the worst part. So you got to reschedule and everything. And you know, we're working with a lot of people and their time and their schedules. And so we really appreciate everyone for coming together just to bring their visions to life.
How big is your production team?
It ranges from 5 to 10, depending on what it is that we need to do on the day of. So we try to be meticulous about it and figure out what we would need to do in order to accomplish, you know, their visions.
That's right.
Well, and as Romeo said, you know, the participation of the dance community, I mean, they are really the principal characters in this film.
Yes.
And you were saying, like, Romeo, there really is no, like, drama, no chippiness, like, between the different studios or teams or, you know, at various levels. Like, everybody gets along and everyone just really wanted to exhibit what they love doing.
Yeah, so, you know, what I love about my team is we're in different teams. We could be in different studios. Again, you know, it took us a while to build that relationship, but I like to say that GDC could bring balance and hope and love within the community to just, you know, kind of share, and we're all family here. You know, we got to keep the Guam hospitality to be one, and, you know, we all love to do, we all love dance, you know, and why not share it together than fighting. And look what it did. It created this beautiful film, Made to Move. And
this is crazy too, because well, guys, can we play that clip real quick over again? Because I know not only were the dancers all sitting down, which basically like restricts, you know, I mean, you're not using your legs and everything like that. It's mostly upper body.
Yes.
But you were also doing something, as we're going to see in a few moments again. The lights were coming on and off. You've got that really, like, you know, strobe effect.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a real achievement. You're moving around in 360 degrees.
Oh yeah,
this is not easy to do. This is the stuff that like film school graduates dream of.
That's right.
I mean, you know, this was the great part about working with the community. We were able to sit down together and talk about the different concepts they had. You know, we were able to collaborate. You know, especially this concept itself. This one was probably the most collaborative. So we gathered about like eight different dancers, and we asked them how do they feel about this song and what kind of stories they want to say. You're
all in a circle. You're all going to be sitting down.
Yeah.
Butts in chairs and everything.
Right,
for sure. Yeah. And so a lot of them had their own ideas, and we just really wanted to bring their visions to life, because this is kind of the first time, you know, usually they're used to being on stage, but this is the first time they're on film, so their imaginations went wild, and they came up with different storylines, different ways to exhibit their talents, and I hope the imagery that you see showcases that.
And just look at that shot. I mean, you guys are moving through essentially like a hallway, and everybody's moving past the camera.
Yes.
I mean, that's some real Scorsese stuff right there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, this is very, very impressive. The technicality and the craftsmanship in this. I mean, I am absolutely like in awe. Really, really, really well done. Okay, and now I would say from Project Inspire.
Yes.
Now that you've got one in the can, of course, any true artist, as you ask them, what's their favorite project, and you say the next one.
Yes.
So what's coming up for you guys?
Well, right now, you know, this for us, Made to Move has been such a long venture. I mean, we've been doing this for about an entire year now.
Yes.
And so for us, we just want to get it out there and get as many eyes on it, because we do feel like it's such a powerful story. It's such a powerful concert that, you know, it needs to be shared.
Again, look at all these lights. There's 100 different ways this could have gone wrong, but you guys pulled it off so masterfully.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
A lot of teamwork, a lot of planning.
There you go. How much direct choreography, Romeo, did you have as far as saying, like, this is what you got to do, and, you know?
So that was the beauty of it, right? The different teams gave their story, gave their segments, and then from there they could choose how they want to really be shown, and then, you know, Neil would provide a vision of how it could up the scale, elevate every vision, every look, and they have the crown and everything, but then you know, thanks to Project Inspire and thanks to Neil, like, he's like, you know what, let's do it better. Let's go do your vision, but let me show you an idea of how it could be done. And then they're just like, wow, I didn't know we could do that, because it's a whole different thing, right? Like we're so used to dancing on stage, But thanks to these guys, they could kind of show what it could look like on film, and then gave more ideas, gave more visions to kind of make everyone think, okay, let's change this. Let's go really explore how this could look. And then from there, make the move.
It's the magic of editing. Of course, now you say like, okay, we're on take like 35 and we've done the same routine over and over, but if it looks perfect, it's certainly worth the labor.
Yes.
Okay, so Curtis, I would say you're not charging us for doing this, and like you're not going to force all of the guys in the back to like. Will you give us all an autograph because now you're in a major film?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Okay, Joe Sir, you heard that? He's going to give you an autograph. Okay,
Awesome.
Joe Sir's lining up first.
That's what's up.
Okay, do you have your own IMDb page now? Because now technically you're in a feature film, and you can set one of those up.
You know what? I probably should, right?
Yeah. Check me later. We'll go set that up.
That's what's up.
Sure.
Okay. How is it for you as a creative person and as an artist? And all three of you are artists in your own right. But as a performer, what did this mean for you and for the people that you performed with to be able to put your talents and your gift on display?
It was
after such a long time.
It was really great because my fellow dancers, my teammates, and I, we were all able to get together and discuss what concepts we wanted and what type of choreo we wanted done, and basically it was just like a really great bonding experience throughout the whole summer for us. And yeah, it was really cool that that this whole project is a thing, because during the pandemic we were all like kind of pretty sad that we weren't able to have a place to perform again. And Project Inspire and GDC, they came up to us and brought us a platform to dance in again. And yeah, it was a really fun experience.
Well, I can see by the smile you're rocking right now, like it means the world to like all dancers.
It did, yeah.
And like Romeo was saying, like now you've actually figured out it's a wow. We have conquered video, the video format too, and that's another venue through which you can share your art. So, okay, so Neil, real quick. 1 weekend only. We want to make sure that the theaters are packed so people can enjoy this. If you have enjoyed just this little snippet of the film, you're going to be blown away when you see the whole thing. So what time should people line up and where can they get tickets?
So it's going to be for the whole weekend at Tango Theater starting this Friday. We have 2 showings on Friday, one at 8 p.m. and I believe one at 9:30.
There you go.
And Saturday, Sunday, we have 5 showings throughout the whole day. So hopefully you can bring your whole family, bring your friends. This is really something you want to experience in the theater.
And will you guys be on site? Like if people want to take like a selfie with the crew?
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely be there.
Okay, projectinspire.co, everybody. Make sure you get your tickets now. These things are going to go real fast. So make sure to buy for the whole family. All right, so final thoughts, and we'll start with Neil, then we'll go to Romeo and then Curtis. Final thoughts on what this project meant to you and what you've learned from it.
This project was very taxing, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when we first went into it, this was just kind of a fun pandemic project for all of us. And we didn't know what we were about to get into until we started. But at the end of it all, we've come out stronger, we've come out more unified. I feel like if it wasn't for the pandemic, Made to Move wouldn't have happened. The dance community wouldn't have come together like they did. I mean, this is usually they're used to like performing on stage, but this is the first time all of these dancers can come together, sit down in a movie theater and watch themselves on screen.
I mean, technically, you're still performing at the Micronesia Mall.
You
were used to doing things in the center court. Now you're at the movie theater.
Exactly. So it's a very unique experience for everyone, and we've made sure that, like, even if you're not a dance enthusiast, that you come away from it feeling moved. Even when we premiered it just last month, a ton of people had reached out to us and said, I wasn't expecting anything, but I cried. And I would ask them, well, the real question is, how many times did you cry?
Very nice.
Because there's a lot jam-packed into it. So there's a lot of surprises and moments, and I think people will be very intrigued to find out what Made to Move is about. All
right, Romeo Poblete Jr., as the creative mind behind the Guam's dance community and everything, some of your parting thoughts.
So again, I just want to thank all the dancers around the island. Without you guys, this wouldn't have happened. You shared your love, you shared your passion, and you shared your vision to make this beautiful film. Shout outs to Robbie Trung, also our benefactor, Guam Cancer Care. And
Very nice.
yes,
Yes.
and you know, it's, again, reaching out, doing our best to just keep the family vision of what Guam is, and keep it there together, so we could do more future things together, more opportunities. And you know, like for the future generations of dancers, if you see this film, just know that if we share the ideas and share that passion, we could do great things. You know, there's more doors, more opportunities, and just reach out to people and be like, we could do it. We could do it together as a
Yes.
community.
All right, beautifully said. And Curtis Mastalas, final word is yours, my friend. Not only are you the first KUM staffer to be in a major feature film, you're also the KUM staffer that took my title away of tallest KUM employee. So what are some of your thoughts?
I just want to say thank you to Project Inspire and GDC for bringing us all together for this really great project. Like I said, the pandemic really brought a lot of us down. You know, we can't just do TikTok dances forever. We have to be out there. We know we were born to be performing on stage, and yeah, Project Inspire and GDC brought us to a whole new stage, and brought us a lot of new experiences.
All right, well, gentlemen, each of you, bravo, very well done.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
make sure to check it out, projectinspire.co. We are back right after this.